Hey, welcome back everybody. Gene Fetty back here for Keco Tabs Friday live stream live at 12 Central. Everyone, today is the last Friday live stream. Kind of sad. It's been a great run. However, it's also kind of awesome because that means everybody's getting back to work. Life is slowly getting back to normal and we can all concentrate on working, and that's it. So I want to thank everybody who's made it to all of the live streams, past viewers, all the future viewers that are going to go back and watch all of these. Thanks for checking it out. Remember, you can always get to us through kecotabs.com. Message myself, Brock, anyone on the team. We are happy to help and answer your questions. Today, we are talking about all of our lifting devices. So from the K-beam all the way down to the Robo Lifter and everything in between. I'm going to go over some features and benefits, show you what they do, and if you have any questions about tools, I will be checking in with the comments here, so don't be afraid to ask. As always, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Keco Tabs page. So let's get started. We had some complaints about the graphics getting in the way last week, so we'll move that out. We're going to start right here. This, going the wrong way, we're backwards. This right here is our K-beam. This is our signature largest lifter. Tons of power. So these are tested to 1,500 pounds of pulling power, way more than you need to move sheet metal. But to give you an idea of how strong it is, up to 1,500 pounds. About 36 inches long. Your sled in the middle here slides all the way from end to end. This pivots back and forth, and your end is on a ball socket, so you can really get into whatever contour you need. The feet also slide in and out, lock in place with this simple screw. These also turn around and have positive locks, so you don't have to tighten them down to hold them where you want them to be. The feet are also on a ball and socket joint, so they can help you get on exactly where you need to be. Another great part of the system is the feet are interchangeable. So these feet can come right off, and we can move right into one of our Crease feet. If just the other day, me and Chris were out teaching at a body shop, and we had a nice dent in the door right on the body line. We couldn't get to the other end of the door to overlap, so we were able to go light like this with this kind of foot right along the body line, hold it nice and steady to keep anything from pushing in and creating a dent. Both the K-beam and the K-beam Junior also have this right here. So that's a standard 1/4 inch adapter. That's for your screw gun. You can put your screw gun right on here and quickly move in and out. When you're in a production environment, speed is everything. This will help you move metal faster. Also works great to be a second hand or a second set of hands. So with this, when we're teaching, we call it like a double action move. You're able to put your adapter onto your tab, begin pulling the low, and then as you're under pressure, step away, grab your hammer, your slapper, whatever you need, and begin working those crowns while the dent's moving out. It's just like calling somebody over and saying, hey buddy, can you hold some pressure here while I knock this down? This does it all for you. Super lightweight, a one-person setup. Moving down from there in size, we're going to go right to our K-beam Junior. Just keeping an eye out for comments. K-beam Junior is a 12-inch version of the K-beam, much lighter and easier to work. The center position here is fixed, so that is not a hindrance. It's actually a good thing. So we are able to bring these feet in and go as small as you want to go. This works great for aluminum and high-strength steel panels. Those panels are difficult to move. You're forcing them to go, and a lot of times you're wasting a lot of energy drawing all of the rest of the panel around. Being able to bring these feet in and hold the metal down right around your tab really lets you concentrate that pull. We've got that same feet that roll in and out. These feet also pop off if you want to switch to the kidney-shaped feet. The 1/4 inch adapter on top. And also, here is just a little like hack that I see people stop here and they're like, man, I just need a little bit more room. You can always take these plastic covers off and add another inch, inch and a half in either direction for 2 to 3 more inches of space in between to be able to get all around your dent without sacrificing anything. Again, guys, if you have any questions about any of the tools, really even a technique, throw it up today. I'm here for you. I want to answer your questions. Moving down in size, I guess, a little bit, similar in size, we're going to move into the K-bar. Right here, for you body guys, body techs, think of this like your pogo stick or your hustle stick. Simple leverage device. Put your foot on, get dialed in where you want to be, and pull. Just like on the K-beam, the sled slides in and out so you can get exactly where you need to be. We've got a pretty nice swivel setup here. On this one, I actually have our screw-in adapter set up into one of our super tabs. What that lets you do is when you lock on, and this will work for the K-beam or the K-bar, sometimes you're just in a weird spot. This locks everything together. Impossible for that to slip away, and you can just pull away. If you go to the website, you can check out the Honda Odyssey tailgate I did. 3 pulls, 12 minutes with this tool right here to take a panel from definitely replacement to definitely repairable. Great time lapse too. I think we even have it cut down to a minute. You don't always need to use your foot flat. Something I love about the K-bar that often gets overlooked is we can bring this all the way in, lock it in place. Now think about a rocker panel down low on the car. Instead of flat, we can now let this foot flip either way, whichever one works, and go right up into that pinch weld. And now look at how close you are able to get to your fulcrum point. Incredible amounts of power and control. This will just pull like crazy. In fact, this is a great setup when you get into those rockers where you can just lock it all together and pull. Incredible, incredible tool. We also, I forgot to mention here, we also have the K-pod. I think it's the K-pod that goes here. If you go back, we did a K-bar 101. There's actually another foot. You can turn this into a mini bridge, not nearly as robust as the K-beam, but a foot right there with that same pad, and you get a miniature bridge, you know, about 20 inches or so. With that being said, before we move on, we also have, and definitely the power pod is what it's called. So for the K-beam, we have a very similar foot, the K-pod, the power pod that goes onto the end here, that turns this into a leverage device. The catch there is this will not do rocker panels. The sled stops short for strength about here, but it's still a super powerful tool to give you another way to use your lifting devices. Coming on down from there, we are into the Robo Lifter. So this is where it all started for Keco as far as lifting tools go. Same kidney-shaped feet in the ball socket. Move around. The head has that same positive locking design to get where you want to be, so you're not ever in an awkward spot to lift. Nice pass-through adapter. Universal for all small and medium-sized tabs. Great for doing small pulls. When I teach classes, I show guys how to fix a door ding super fast and super controlled with this. Nice and easy, all your leverage is right there. But it's not just for lifting like that. The first thing you can do is if you want to pin the metal down, you got a tighter dent that you want to get a large tab on and hold it down, you can take these feet and just spin them around. And instead of curving away, they curve in and actually get pretty close to that middle section. If you really need to pin some metal down, we've got the precision plate. So same Robo body, pops right on and off. I like to keep 2 Robos around just for this purpose. This, let me get right in there. Right there will really hold literally all of the metal around there down and concentrate that pull. This pulls so hard, I'm able to pull sharper dents than I ever thought possible with the Robo. We're still not done with the Robo though. From there, we can set up with our single head have to pop this off. With your standard Robo, again, it's all part of a system. We can use our crease feet. These go right on, just like the kidney-shaped feet. And now, with your regular Robo and these feet, you are able to hold that metal down and get concentrated pulls on crease tabs, just like that. Even on the 6-inch or the full-size 7mm dead center tab, you can still get a great mid-pull with this. But wait, there's more. I feel like Billy Mays today. We also have our crease killer setup that is based completely on the Robo system. So that crease killer setup is simply a double head Robo setup, just like this, with the crease killer feet. Now, what I want to show you on the crease killer feet, make sure we get this on the screen. There is a narrow side here and a wide side here. The wide side in on both sides gives you just enough room to get our 7mm crease killer tab in there. This locks all of that metal down, and because it's on the Robo system, it pulls straight up. We are actually able to pull body lines into flat metal with this setup. You'll also notice on here, same Robo body, the crease killer comes with a wide adapter. So it grabs about twice as much length on the crease tab as the standard pass-through head does. Double setup on there. You can also, with that wide pass-through, set up that same way with the single head in the middle. And then just to show you the difference, flipping to the wide side of the feet, we can actually get a pretty wide crease tab right in there. This is great for, you've got a softer crease, as you know, maybe you're finishing a dent. You can actually set this up and just start gently walking along and pulling up exactly where you need to be on those creases. Any questions or comments today, guys? Throw me some thumbs up so I know you're out here. Moving down the line, we're going old school, right? I think probably short of a hammer, the first dent pulling tool is the slide hammer. This is our slide hammer. First, interchangeable weights. This black head is 2.5 pounds. There is a white head as well. The end screws off, unscrew here, it comes off, switch it out for a 1 pound head if you would like a little softer touch. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. The biggest difference with our slide hammer versus traditional slide hammers is this spring right here. So glue does not like to be shocked. So when you hit glue like this, it just wants to shatter and pull off and break away. This spring gives you, let me get near my mic, a very dead blow. In fact, this move, this strike, is a lot like how a dead blow hammer feels when you hit a panel. It just like sinks into it and sends it. Same thing here. When you're on a tab, even a small tab, I will abuse small tabs with this thing. I will bump them out, and I can't believe how well they hold on, even with this heavy slide. If you want or need, and sometimes that's just what the job calls for, that hard snap, all you do is twist that, lock that spring in, and you'll really hear the difference here. So instead of that thud, we've taken it all out, and now we've got our traditional snap to get a nice snappy pull. The end, right here, I've got the standard head puller on there. This T-slot right there is able to grab on any of our adapters. So you can hook on, and you can even pull some of the big centipedes. I had somebody the other day send me a picture of them using the 50mm adapter, pulling 2 round tabs at the exact same time. Said it worked like a dream. We also have, this is fairly new, our little mini 1 pound slide hammer. Great finesse slide. I have sold a bunch of these. Just about everybody I've let try them falls in love with it right away. Great for doing some small light pulls. I love using it on roof rails when I'm doing hail damage. It's just a good, it doesn't wear you out. It's got a nice short throw, all but pinch proof. Awesome little tool. Price point under $100. You really can't beat it. Last, but certainly not least for you body shop techs, is our U-bolt adapter. So this, I don't know that I have a crease, I do have a crease tab with me. So this U-bolt right here will let you hook onto our tabs. It's got a set screw right here, so we can lock onto the tabs so you don't worry about any kind of slippage or anything. Get on there with your frame machine. This will take the hook and let you slowly work and pull out, think dog legs, A-pillars, even if you can get down low, unisides or rocker panels. Incredible amount of pulling power. Man, I've been tempted to buy a mini frame machine or something just to be able to use this thing in the shop. Don Dorsey, just got your mini lifter and you love it. That's what I like to hear, man. It's people fall in love with the mini. And it's just a nice little mini slide hammer. It doesn't wear you out. It's great to pull with. So that is our entire line of lifting tools. The K-beam, right? Just to review real quick. The K-beam, our largest lifter, great for double action, interchangeable feet. This will get you where you want to go. 1,500 pounds of pulling power. From there, we moved down to the K-beam Junior. The 12-inch version, much easier to deal with, able to come in and pin that metal all the way down around your tab so you concentrate the pull all the way. The K-bar, so where I started with big glue pull repair was my K-bar right here. I love this tool. It's super simple, it's super fast, and really strong. Down into the whole Robo system, from the precision plate to the crease killer variations to your standard, right? Just regular, good old fashioned Robo Lifter right there for doing your small and medium tabs. Down into our slide hammers, right? The original big one, 2.5 pounds. Also a 1 pound weight you can switch out for. Into the mini, spring loaded to give you that nice strong dead blow pull. And of course, last but not least, that U-bolt adapter right there for you body techs. Carlos, thanks for watching. Do we have a distributor in Mexico? Brock, if you could talk to Carlos about his best route for Mexico, hit him up. Carlos, hit up Brock Berkey. He is in here. He's probably commenting as the Keco page, but get with him and Brock can help you out on that. Barry Clark, just got your mini lifter, used it on 2 car rails and loving it. Me too. As soon as I started using my mini lifter, that Robo, I just fell in love with it, and my old one just went in the bottom of the box to never be seen again. It was out the door. Well, there we go. So Carlos, worldwide between KecoTabs.com and KecoTabs.eu. Speaking of KecoTabs.eu, the site is freshly redone and relaunched. So if you are across the pond and need tabs, you can get all of the same great tools and tabs that we have here at KecoTabs.com in the US. KecoTabs.eu, it'll come out of the Netherlands. They will get you all set up. And again, the site is all redone, brand new, fresh relaunch. Go check it out, KecoTabs.eu. Bubba Wilson, thanks for watching, Bubba. So what do you do when the rubber pad comes off the foot of the K-beam? So you are talking about K-beam Junior. So if it's the kidney foot, if it's this right here, these are completely replaceable and you pop them back on. I have seen, let me grab the crease killer foot because I think this may be more of what you're talking about. If you were talking about the crease killer foot, so if it came off the K-beam Junior and this is peeled away, you could hot glue it. I would just, if you hot glue, make sure it's nice and smooth. 3M Super 77, no, I was drawing a blank on it. Contact adhesive, where you spray both sides, would put that right back on. So I think what is happening when that fails is instead of this being planted flat, they're ending up on an angle, right, on different parts of the car. And Bubba, I'm not picking on you. The flat one. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. So what I see happening is techs are not getting this flat on the car, and it's on an edge, or it's somewhere where it's just working at an angle. And again, that K-beam will pull 1,500 pounds. So we're not ever getting that far, but hundreds and hundreds of pounds of pressure is actually pushing this, like the rubber's grabbing onto the panel, it's pushing across. That's what you're fighting. But yeah, that Super 77 contact adhesive should take care of that for you. No sweat. Well, guys, that brings us to an end. Thank you all so much. I think we've been doing live streams we probably started like the first week. In fact, we started the last week of March. So April, May, almost to June. So we're talking almost 12 weeks of live streams. Thank you all for coming on and being part of the audience. Whether this is your first one or you've been here for all, 10, 11, 12 weeks, whatever it's been, we really appreciate you. However, we are really happy that things are getting back to normal and everybody's getting busy. We've been out and done some classes. Been to Virginia, Maine. We were just in Milwaukee this week. Great to be getting back to normal. Everybody stay strong, stay healthy, get busy. And if you have any questions about GPR products, any of our lifting devices, the glues, the tabs, you name it, hit us up. Make sure you're in the Facebook group. We're approaching, if we haven't passed it, 6,500 members. A great group to be in. Just search Keco Collision and PDR group. Get in there, get involved in the conversation. Last call for questions. Bubba, I think I abuse my tools too, so don't worry about it. Thank you all again so much. Until next time, happy pulling. See you guys.